Do you ever feel like you're just not enough when it comes to relationships? Like you never really seem to attract the love that you deserve? Luckily, there are proven techniques to help you start to heal those wounds so that you can really regain your confidence and embrace your worth and then start attracting and manifesting the soulmate connection your soul is really craving.
Show up and be consistent. Like, show up. Just show up. It's not that hard.
No, I don't think I will.
When you say you're going to be somewhere, be there. When you say you're going to do something, do it. Put your money where your mouth is. Just show up. It's so sexy. It's so hot. Say what you mean what you say. Do what you want. You know what I'm saying?
That is not going to happen.
Hey y'all, I want to quickly talk about how trauma bonding had me all the way messed up.
Oh my God, bro.
Oh, hell no, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Give me the sit rep. We've gathered here today to unravel the minds of most modern women today, to try to figure out why these women will be doing the same mistakes, repeating them 40 times throughout their lives, and what you, as a man today trying to date, should do. And we're going to try and pretend that the answer is just not, dismiss all of these women don't pay attention to them. But let's watch, gentlemen.
Do you ever feel like you're just not enough when it comes to relationships? Like you never really seem to attract the love that you deserve? Well, I've been there too. And as somebody who used to struggle with feelings of unworthiness and really deep-seated low self-esteem, I totally get how hard it is to break free from those limiting beliefs about yourself, right? The problem is those painful experiences cause you to put walls up around your heart. Am I right? I mean, I know so many women out there who say they can't trust people, when they go out to go dating again or just put themselves out there again. They just don't trust to not be able, to not get hurt again and again and again.
Yeah, gentlemen, so notice what you have to do in this scenario. Imagine you're the average man, meaning 80 to 90% of men, and you're trying to date. Most of the times, you're going to get women like these who have had their share, their fair share of bad boys, of chads, of men who just want to sleep around, and they have allowed these men into their lives. They have had all these bad experiences, and now they expect out of you, who you did nothing wrong, right? You did nothing wrong. You're just an average, normal guy. You have things going on for you. You're a good guy. You get these women and you have to put double the effort that you would have to put in the first place just to fix them, to save them, to pick up the pieces of their broken lives. Why exactly do you have to do that? Well, just because these women feel entitled to a good man after wasting their lives away with bad men. Now, it's one thing to do a mistake once, you call it a slip up. But these women, guys, they do the same mistakes. They take the decision to date bad boys for months at a time, years at a time. I mean, this woman is in her 30s, right? And she still is making the same mistakes over and over again. So now you have to come in, step in, and fix all of those things and double the effort and do all of those things. For what? For a woman that has walls around her heart, for a woman that will not trust you, for a woman who, has a high likelihood of cheating on you if things go bad, for a woman that doesn't allow you to make mistakes because it makes her feel insecure, for a woman that comes with baggage. Why? Just why? This is the reason why a lot of men are straight up not dating single mothers, divorced women, women over 30 who are still single, women with high body counts no matter the age, because all of those women have a set of red flags that just communicate and telegraph to guys that they're going to be a pain in the back, right? That it's going to be extremely hard. the benefits are non-existent, and you have to pull in all this weight. Why? If you could, for example, not do that, right? I mean, why would any man choose you if he could choose a woman that doesn't have walls around her heart, a woman that doesn't come with all this baggage, a woman that is, you know, has her whole future ahead of her and hasn't made mistakes? You see the problem, gentlemen, with dating today? We have all these women that have, you know, that want to have their cake and eat it too, that have made all those mistakes, but their standards are still high, and they expect Prince Charming when they don't deserve him in the slightest.
Luckily, there are proven techniques to help you start to heal those wounds so that you can really regain your confidence and embrace your worth, and then start attracting and manifesting the soulmate connection your soul is really craving.
So many red flags in terms of words. She already mentioned manifesting, worth, deserve, and all those cringy words that don't mean nothing. You don't deserve anything other than what you already got, which is nothing. You're not worth anything after you've made 1,000 mistakes. You have negative worth. You are a liability to men. And you know, don't even get me started on manifesting.
If you're interested in learning more, I'm going to be going live for an intimate masterclass on September 28th. We'll be talking all about how self-love, journaling, meditation, and other spiritual practices are ways to start healing those wounds and
Holy crap, man, Amp just dropped. It was like a coordinated attack with all those red flags, one after the other, just all those words. Let's hear them again.
on September 28th. We'll be talking all about how
All right, now every word from here onwards is a red flag.
self-love, journaling, meditation, and other spiritual practices are ways to start healing those wounds and rewrite your love story. Trust me, you don't want to miss this, so click on the notifications so that you can be notified. Make sure you give me a follow.
Holy hell. I didn't expect to be suddenly attacked by all those nonsensical, whimsical, abstract words that don't mean anything and don't amount to nothing. It's funny how these women that talk about self-healing and, you know, this spiritual journey are always alone and single, and they haven't healed anything, and they are doing the same mistakes all over again, right? Like, I'm yet to see a woman who talks about healing and has actually healed.
Together we can transform your relationships by doing this inner work. You've totally got this. And if anybody else out there is ready to heal those old wounds and welcome in really true love, let me know in the comments.
Yeah, guys, just give me your money and I'm gonna solve all your problems, wouldn't you see? I am single, maybe divorced, maybe a single mother. I'm single at 30, close to 40. But guys, if you give me your money, I will teach you how to not do the mistakes that I've done and how to come to a good end. Even though I haven't, right? Even though I'm not married, I haven't made it in the dating game. But yeah, just give me your money.
Number one, they can hold themselves accountable and say they're sorry when they're wrong. Number two, they can show up and be consistent. Like, show up. Just show up. It's not that hard. When you say you're going to be somewhere, be there. When you say you're going to do something, do it. Put your money where your mouth is. Just show up. It's so sexy. It's so hot. Say what you mean what you say. Do what you want. You know what I'm saying? That's it.
Yeah, guys, just show up. Step up. Be a man. Come on. Take me in at my 40-something years of age and put a ring on that finger. Like, come on, what are you waiting for? How convenient, isn't it? The sexiest thing your partner can do. Show up, pick up the pieces, save me, you know? You know what men find the sexiest in women? A woman who has not had a high body count and who wants to have a traditional family and who will be loyal. That's what men find the sexiest. Can you do it? No. Bye. That's it. Again, guys, you could make the argument that I'm judging these people, that I'm generalizing too much. You could say, Hiran, you don't know these women. Yes, maybe they've made a stupid TikTok, but maybe this is not all their life. Maybe they bring more things to the table. Guys, again, as mentioned, just this woman, for example, why do I think badly of her? Because she's 40 and she's single. She's maybe divorced. She's maybe a single mother. You know, the fact is, she's 40 and still single. She hasn't made it. In a lot of the cases, in 99.9% of the cases, that just means that this woman has had a fair share of meeting bad boys, going for all the red flags, dismissing them just because she cares for the attention that Chad brings. It's just a whole history of failure after failure, whole history, a path of ruins, right? And as a man, just don't pay attention to them, man. Any woman over 30 who is still single doesn't deserve your time. There are rare exceptions like widows and stuff, but for the most part, women who are over 30 and are single, if you try and date them, if you marry them, honestly, they're just going to be a liability. There is a high likelihood that they can take half of your crap and your kids, or that just your day-to-day will be absolutely horrible with them, because they have proven that for the last 20 years they've been in the dating game, they haven't made it. And there are reasons for that, gentlemen, all right? There are reasons. What these women expect in the end is for you to serve life sentence for a crime you didn't commit. They expect you to pay for something you didn't break, right? You have to step in and date her and commit to her and be loyal to her, even though she hasn't done nothing to deserve all of those things. She brings nothing, barely something, if nothing at all, to the table. She brings baggage and a lot of negative things, and it's just so risky, and you're getting nothing in return. If you're a betting man, would you bet $1 million to possibly eventually win $5 in return? Not worth it.
I mean, is it that hard, y'all? Just to show up, be consistent, and say you're sorry when you know you fucked up? I mean, I don't think so. I don't think it's that hard.
Hey y'all, I want to quickly talk about how trauma bonding had me all the way messed up.
So for anyone not watching, gentlemen, the captions read, "I dated 10 narcissists. Trauma bonding is real," and a sad face. Right now, let me give you an example. A person comes to you and tells you, I've crashed a car 10 times in the first 10 times that I've driven one. What would your first thought be? Would you think, hey, maybe the first time someone, it was not his mistake, it was someone else's mistake. Maybe the second time there was no sign in place, it wasn't his mistake again. And maybe the third time, and maybe the fourth, and maybe the fifth time, aliens, had something to do with it, the government. How many times can you excuse someone for whatever happened to him? Can you do that 10 times? It's absurd, right? It's just absurd. If someone has crashed 10 times a car, that the 10 times that he's driven one, your first assumption will be, you just suck at driving. Don't do it, right? It's all on you, right? But now, guys, let's watch 3 minutes of this woman having no accountability and just blaming everyone else but herself for her bad choices. And I haven't watched this video. Again, I'm generalizing and assuming. So yeah, let's just watch how I am right yet again.
So I've been involved with a few narcissists. You see, the story with that is, until you recognize the whole trauma bonding and what that really means, then you're likely to keep bonding in with people who also have trauma. I remember this one time I dated this guy, and I remember he used to talk about my weight and literally like passively be like, "Go on, my little fat little princess" type of thing. And it was just like, huh? One of those comments that throw you off. And so I didn't really catch it then. I just knew that was a really strange comment. But what that was really was bonding into the fact that I didn't feel beautiful with myself, inside or outside. So any little bitty comment, I would run with those things, and I would often think that was sweet, those sweet gestures, even though it had a passive aggressive comment behind it. You see, I've, just like many of you, have been involved with narcissists multiple times. Some people even stay with narcissists 12, 15 years, some people a few months. But
So you're not gonna tell us why that guy was a narcissist? I mean, all I've heard was that he told you that you're overweight, which you are. Which part of that is being a narcissist? Right, guys? I mean, if stating that you are overweight makes you a narcissist, then I am a narcissist because you are overweight. I don't know, guys. Let's continue and try and find out.
Repeat it until you dive into your actual trauma. You see, I've had those same comments that some of you've had. This feels different. This time, this feels different. Only for it to end a few months later or a few years later with the same story, leaving myself feeling very scared, confused, and really afraid to date again. Afraid to get on online sites, afraid to just even get out there because I had one eye open type of thing, and just unsure. I, like many of you, have been like, okay, this is the one. I said it last time, but no, this time I mean it. You know how many multiple ones I had, y'all? I even had people around me who constantly kept being like, ooh, girl, this is the one, it's the one. It got to a point that I was like, hey, stop. I don't want to hear about any of those things, because what it's doing is I'm not feeling into how I actually feel in this circumstance. You see, narcissists are so overpowering with their attachment styles and their trauma that their need to feel overpowers you, sensing into your body about what's really going on. It's not about how they make you feel at all, because if you're going based on how they make you feel, you're going to constantly be confused, wishy-washy, anxious. But until you press into your own feelings, the own truth, the own traumas, and heal from those, every one of the people that come after that are going to be narcissists. Maybe not on the same level, but in some form of narcissist. So do yourself a favor and take a break. Do yourself a favor and feel into your own feelings. Make your list of what's important to you, not based on how someone else makes you feel or comes into your life and you're thinking things will be different. Do yourself a favor and do it for yourself and take a break.
Yeah, what did I tell you guys? Just not an ounce of accountability. The only thing resembling some some sort of self-reflection is I had to heal before I continued dating, which is not taking accountability. It's just they, all of them were narcissists, you know, and I didn't deserve it. Professional victim right here. And here's the thing, guys. This woman, I knew right from the get-go, just by the first phrase in her caption, that she's not dating material, and I didn't know anything about this woman, right, other than that, and I already assessed the situation that she is not dating material. Now we have a more detailed picture, right? But again, guys, just if you generalize with these women, just every time you see multicolored hair, no. Every time you see a single mother, no. Every time you see a divorced woman over 30 who is single, big glasses, you know, all the red flags. If you say no to all of them, you're gonna be correct in 99 of every 100 cases, right? And now that we get the detailed picture, here's why. This woman hasn't made it in dating because she's not applying the right philosophy, right? When you're looking to date, when you're looking to build up something serious, you should look for way more things than just validation, which is the only thing this woman cares about. This woman just wants to feel good, she wants to feel validated, and she wants to feel comfortable in her little space. That's it. You get one guy telling her, hey, you're overweight. And he said it through a joke, right? I don't think that's offensive here. Maybe it was a little too direct, but not offensive. And what does she do? Does she take some kind of accountability, you know, saying, hey, maybe, you know, for the better of myself and my future partner, I should be in shape? No, guys, we go straight to the, oh, you traumatized me. You made me feel bad. What kind of attitude is that? Right? Picture this woman in a marriage, and everything that she feels bad with, she blames the guy for being a narcissist and a traumatizer and abusive. She's not going to get anywhere, right? Now, I didn't know all these details when I first saw her, but again, guys, just apply the rule of generalizing, and you're going to be correct, right? And I don't feel good with the idea that in 1 of every 100 cases, you're going to dismiss a good woman. I don't feel good with that because I'm a perfectionist. But I would feel much worse if I were out here on YouTube giving guys the advice of, yeah, guys, just, you know, go for it. Just date all these women with all these red flags, dismiss all the red flags because we're going to give the benefit of the doubt to every woman and just trash your life, right? Because this is what happens. If you don't generalize, 99 out of every 100 cases, you're going to be the one who ends up losing. You're going to be the one who ends up, you know, cheated on or divorced. They're going to take your crap, right? And they're just gonna waste your time and your energy and your, you know, mental state, right? So again, guys, to finish the video off, this woman doesn't have the right mindset, and a lot of people have this mindset that relationships are there to build you up. The thing with relationships, right, I think it's intuitive, but let me explain it. It's two people, you know, joining and, you know, being one at the end. If you expect to go into a relationship with another person and for everything to only benefit you and you have to be good all the time, it's not gonna happen. Like, people who are so self-absorbed and they only care about themselves and how they feel, and they want to be in their comfort zone without improving, without making any compromise, without doing anything for the other person, without thinking about him and his needs and his desires, they're not going anywhere, right? And sadly, there are a lot of people who think like that in today's society. But guys, what do you think? Leave me a comment down below and I'll be happy to see you next time. Have a good one.